Shalom Aleichem, Mishpachim. I came across a portion in here teaching Chasidus teachings, and I really would like to share, so I'm going to read with you guys some teachings in Chasidus. All right. This is my Sefer Chayenu, and first, let me see, Chasidus 134. '75. 134. This is Teachings of Chasidus, titled A Treatise on Ahavas Yisrael, Love of Israel. Love for Israel. The flow. It is written in Sefer Yetzirah, understand through wisdom and become wise through understanding. Havein bechachma vechachem bebina. This means that although the divine attribute of chachma and bina are opposites, there is a point in chachma, wisdom, the first glimpse of an idea, where it is perceived in a general form without detail. There is a point in chachma that includes bina, understanding, the idea in its developed and detailed form. And there is a point in the attribute of bina that includes chachma. The yud of the divine name, yud, he, vav, he, is identified with chachma, with the lowermost point of the yud representing chachma's tendency toward bina, and the uppermost point of the he of the divine name, which is identified with bina, represents the point of inclusion of bina, of chachma in bina. This unity is brought about by the revelation of an infinite divine light that completely transcends these two attributes, before which their opposite tendencies are insignificant. This light or energy is drawn down through Torah study. Thus, the sages teach, whoever studies Torah generates peace among the hosts above and peace among the hosts below. And you can find that in Sanhedrin 99b. Sanhedrin is Talmud. Peace among the hosts above refers to bring peace about. Peace among the hosts above refers to bringing about unity between the two letters, Yud and He, the two letters of the divine name. To explain this concept, the Torah is called truth, as it is written, the Torah of truth was in his mouth. And similarly, it is written, acquire truth and do not sell it, which refers to the Torah. Regarding which, to refer to the above cited verse, it is said, acquire truth. Torah study allows the possibility for one to acquire chachma and acquire bina. In the previous chapters, the Rebbe Reshab explained that chachma and bina are identified with revelation, which relates to chesed, and concealment, which relates to gevura, respectively. The truth of the Torah allows for the acquisition and interrelation of these two qualities. The attribute of truth is the quality that mediates between chesed and gevura, to the point that it has no opposing force. To explain, the attribute of chesed has a conflicting force, the attribute of gevura, which opposes chesed. Similarly, the attribute of gevura has a conflicting force, the attribute of chesed, which opposes gevura. However, a resolution is reached through reconciling the opposing views by adjusting and blending kindness and judgment together in appropriate proportions. Therefore, each has no opposition. All-encompassing truth. This is the attribute of truth. Its truth, the truth of truth, is not rigid and narrow in scope, but rather is expressed specifically when it encompasses all opposing perspectives and bears them all as one. Similarly, in every matter, its truth is its central point. It is a quality that enables any component to join with its antithesis. Therefore, truth endures, as it is written, the language of truth shall be established forever. The letters of the word for truth are Aleph, Mem, and Saf. the first, middle, and last letters of the Aleph base, the Hebrew alphabet, implying that truth endures from the beginning to the end without change. As it is written, the beginning of your word is truth. And similarly, our sages say, the seal of God is truth. The seal refers to the closing point. By quoting the verse and our sages' comment, the Rebbe, Reshab, is supporting the concept that truth endures from the beginning to the end. The implication is that the definition of truth is always the same, found in all places, at the beginning, the middle, and the end, with absolute equivalence at every level, with no change at all. This seal of God refers to Torah, as it is written, "Seal the Torah among my disciples." This specifically is an allusion to the oral Torah, which communicates the final conclusion regarding matters of Torah law, specific directives to be carried out that reveal God's supernal will, in a manner that reflects the inner intention of the written Torah, as explained elsewhere. As Rambam explains in his introduction to the Mishnah Torah, it is the oral law that explains and clarifies how the mitzvos are to be performed. The mitzvos are the expression of God's will, his inner intent. Thus, that intent is revealed through the oral law. Accordingly, the world endures only because of truth. As the Mishnah states, the world endures by virtue of three things: justice, truth, and peace. Truth refers to the Torah of truth, for only through Torah does the world endure. Since the Torah's truth generates peace and unity among a multiplicity of opposing potentials, it is the medium that endows the world with stability and enables it to endure. This is the meaning of the verse. God is close to all that call upon him, in truth. This refers to the truth of Torah, as explained above. The meaning of calling upon him in truth is to call upon and to draw down the very nature and essence of God's infinite light through the truth of Torah. See Tanya chapter 37, which explains that studying, literally, calling the Torah is calling upon God, like a person who calls for a friend to come and visit him, or a child who calls for his father to be together with him, which is the chachma of Torah. This is achieved specifically when one studies Torah lishma, with pure motivation, studying for the sake of Torah itself. One then generates peace among the hosts above and the hosts below. And the summary to what this is, to the reading of this: the essential light that brings about unity between the letters Yud and Hey of the divine name, the conflicting motifs of concealment and revelation, is drawn down through Torah. For the Torah is identified with truth, and truth encompasses and unifies opposites. And that is a little teaching on Chasidus. Have a wonderful night. Laila Tov.